welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do a video about wedding planning. So those of you who've been following me for a while will know that we have recently got engaged in February. So now the next step is for us to go and get married. So for myself, what we are going to be doing, I'm just going to talk about myself personally because I'm not an expert. I don't know if this is advice for anybody, but this is what we're going to go through. So for myself, I was very conflicted about the whole wedding thing. For years and years and years, I was saying I don't want to get married, and then the minute Robert pops the question, I was like, yes, okay, and then I instantly went into wedding planning mode. What's a downside of it is currently we're going through a fairly long recession here in Ireland, so money is tight, as I'm sure it is with loads of people. So currently Robert works full-time and I work part-time, so it will take us a good while to save if we are to go down the traditional wedding route that everybody in Ireland seems to kind of do. So the first thing we were doing, we're kind of tossing around dates about when to get married, what time of the year we want it to be, when do we want to do it, and realistically, when can we save enough money to do it at that time. So we have decided that we want to go with September or October in 2016. So that will leave us 18 months to get our finances, and we don't want to take bank loans or anything like that. So we want to do this ourselves. We don't want to rely on other people for it, and we don't want to get a loan off the bank. So we want to do it ourselves, and we decided September, October 2015 is when we hope to get married. So after deciding that, I got a notepad that I had lying around, and I basically wrote everything I could think of down on it. So like dresses, bridesmaids things, suits and shoes, rings, bouquets, hair, makeup, nails, buttonholes for the men, bouquets for the parents, priests, registrars if we're not going to do a church wedding, photographers, venues, bands, DJs, everything I could think of. I'm sure there's a million things I left off this list, but right now that's really our list. So we made a list of everything, and then I kind of said to myself, okay, what really is the most important thing that we do first? And to me, the first thing that we wanted to do is our venue. So as it was 18 months away, I was under the illusion that they would still have our pickup dates for September or October 2015 or 2016, but it turns out locally the hotels that are in the county that I live in, they get pretty booked up. We went to one particular hotel which is in the town I live in, and I have been to about 2 or 3 weddings there, and they only have Thursday weddings available. So we want to do a Saturday, so that was kind of out. We went to another one that's like an old manor house, but this would cost us an extra 4,000 or 5,000 euro more than a normal wedding would cost, because basically what you do is you hire out the house for the night, so you pay a fee, which is 4,500 euros, and then on top of that then you pay for catering, and there's going to be a marquee, so you pay for that. But so before you get started with anything, it's 8,500 euros before you add anything else. So we're probably not going to go with that option. And then we went to visit another hotel that's like 2 towns over from us, and they have different packages. So everything has a package, and I'm sure it's like that in most countries. Hotels would offer you packages. So like this would be like a package, and then there's a price of how much it costs per person, per time of year that you're going, and then so this particular hotel has 4 packages. So the one I showed you is the most expensive of the options, but it includes every single thing that you could think of. So it includes if we want to get married in the hotel, so champagne reception for the bride and groom, and then they also have pre-reception drinks, so sparkling wine and cocktails, chocolate dipped strawberries, canapes, tea and coffee or biscuits, then a pianist for 2 hours entertainment during your pre-reception drinks, room decor, you get a 5-course meal then once you move to the reception room. You get a glass and a top up of wine, you get sparkling wine for toasts and speeches, accommodation, obviously the bridal suite, and then 2 additional rooms for my parents and his parents. Oh, everything you can think of is included in this. So yeah, so on Saturday we went to visit those 3 places. Before we did that, I should mention that we did draw up a guest list of people, and we've decided to keep the numbers at 100 people. So we are going to invite 100 people or less to it, and then we are also going to go and visit, I think, 2 more places, which will be kind of mid-April that we go and visit those. So, I mean, we have done some things. Also, if you are getting married in a church, you need to check out the availability of the priest a fair bit in advance. And also, if you're getting married in like a civil ceremony, the HSE, which is the governing body, the people where you sign your legal certificate thing, I can't think of the name of it, and they only marry people Monday to Friday, but there is other organizations in Ireland that you can get to do your ceremony. So we contacted the Humanist ceremony, or the Humanist celebrants, and they have got back to me, and only like 2 of them are available on certain dates in September. So already we're kind of hitting a few little roadblocks that our venue and the celebrants can't really align to each other. So we're not quite sure what we're going to do. Right now, the main thing I'm trying to do is really kind of see if this traditional wedding, like I showed you, like the package in the hotel, is something that we want to do. Obviously there is other things we can do, like we get married in a registry office and then we go out for a meal with just our immediate family. Another thing we can do is go abroad and get married. Another thing we can do is just me and Robert go to the registry office and get married. And you know, we don't really have very many celebrations, myself and Robert don't, so we kind of want to do a big wedding. And to be truthfully honest, I feel like there is people in both of our families who are trying to convince us not to do that. And it's a little bit upsetting to me because, you know, it's not as if I'm looking for the limelight on all the time or anything. It's just I feel like they're trying to convince us not to do it because they don't want to go through the hassle of having to organize themselves to do a wedding, or they feel like because I only work part-time that, you know, Robert is going to foot the bill of the whole thing. And you know, so what I'm probably trying to get at is, even at this very early stage, I'm feeling a lot of stress, and I think it's myself putting myself under stress. I dream of weddings, I dream of wedding lists, I dream of wedding venues, I wake up and be like, oh, I have to ask the venue about that, don't forget to ask the next venue this when we're there. So I don't know whether I'm just adding myself too much stress to myself, but let me know what you think, how I've gone about it so far, or let me know if you did get married, what your ceremony and what your reception was like. Would you have liked to have changed anything that you did in the day? Do you think that you would never do that again? Do you think that the day wasn't worth it? Just let me know what you think. I'm open to all comments, suggestions, ideas. I just kind of want to bounce off ideas off people, see what they did. Now I know in different countries there's different things, but hey, maybe we can turn around and do something extremely different that nobody really does here. So anyways, girls, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about wedding planning. So I'm not sure how often I'm going to do these type of videos. Mainly probably once a month, just to let you know where we are in the process and what's happening. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!